Oh, so let's talk about it. This was like a couple days ago. I finished the damn episode, obviously, and now I'm here. Um, love that Maya and her boyfriend one, um, deserved. Okay, Nick and Landry were still giving fake. I'm not gonna lie. And Huda and the guy that she was with, he acted really weird during that day. And at first, like before all that, I was like, no, Huda's the toxic one. But he was being a little weird too. I don't know, like he refusing to carry. I don't even know if she's gonna get wet. Although, now that I'm saying it out loud, maybe it's not that weird, but I don't know. That was like crazy. What else? My mom and I were just saying like how it's kind of weird that they, not weird, but like crazy that they offered them like a huge money prize at the end. They're like, you can keep it or share it. And then I looked up on the spot. Does anybody ever actually like choose to keep it all for themselves instead of sharing it? No, in the whole entirety of Love Island, USA, and so on, like nobody's actually chosen to just keep it all for themselves. And my mom joked, she was like, if Nick and Landry were the ones that won, I think Nick would have kept the $100,000. And I was like, OMG, you're right. What else? Oh, yeah, I need water too. I need to brush my teeth. I need water. Damn it. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, and then they started swimming in the pool. Thank God. Well, they kind of just jumped in and sort of swam and splashed around and stuff. Yeah. I saw a TikTok that was like comparing the budgets of each finale the last couple times, and like, damn, I never knew the show was like so laid back. Oh, hi Bella. Hello. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I don't understand how Iris and like Pepe, is it Iris and Pepe? Iris and Pepe, I don't understand how they made it that long. To me, they were boring. No offense, but they were boring. So like, I just, like, why did America vote for them? In my popular opinion, I feel like Iris should have been the one to go home instead of Hannah from the beginning. Okay? Why they voted off Hannah, I heard like she could have been a mean girl on the villa, but like, have yet to see any proof. I don't know. And then there was like rumors that Alandria was one of the mean girls. So like, what? But again, I don't really see any proof of that, I'm not gonna lie, except for like the drama she had with the other girls. But that was, in my opinion, a lot of it was petty drama from what I paid attention to. Again, I was on my phone some of the times. Bella, you were so nice. Thank you. I don't know if I'm exactly being nice right now. I'm just being kind of honest. Sometimes the honesty is not the nicest, but this is my reaction to Love Island finale. What else? It's commentary. Okay. Back to the app. Oh goodness. Like, what? I just don't understand, like, oh, also, what's her name? Sierra. People were like, oh yeah, she's also a mean girl in the villa. And again, I've yet to see any proof, although she did have that racism scandal. That is very much mean girl. If you don't know, she said like a slur, yeah, she got exposed for that. I think it has something to do with her eyes, because like she got surgery on them, which makes me feel bad for her, but also at the same time you use a slur. So, and she apologized, but I didn't watch the full apology. But apparently, like, it wasn't that sincere. But who knows? Maybe it was. I don't really know. But she was sent home because of it, and that's why Nick was single after that. But he went straight to the other option, Landria. And some people like really hated Landria for that, but like, okay, whether or not that relationship between them was fake, to stay on the island in general, to just keep playing until like the finale so they can win the money and win #1 couple. The thing is, this is love Island? And we don't know. They didn't show Sierra actually leaving the villa. They showed the morning after, and they were like, Sierra had to go home because of personal problems. Not problems, because of something personal. I don't know how they worded that, but we don't know. Maybe the other girls found out the real reason and they didn't like it. And that's why Landria was like more inclined to be with Nick, because she's like, well, nothing's stopping me now. That's my theory. Don't go spreading that around like it's true. That's my theory, guys. Anyways, I've mixed feelings about like how Nick went about his relationship with Landria. Like somewhat, like I get it, like it's Love Island. Second of all, like I don't know how you can like forget what you have with Sierra so fast. But also at the same time, his last date with Sierra, it was really cute. But like when Sierra was like, "So I'm your dream girl," and his face was just like, that has to be editing. There's no way. And then Sierra came back and she was like, yeah, he said I was his dream girl to all the other girls as they were debriefing. And at first I was like really confused about that. I was like, he didn't agree. Really. He just kind of sat there. And I think changed the subject, I'm not sure. But then I saw somebody on TikTok or YouTube Shorts have like a theory about like how she only said that because Alandria was right in front of her and she didn't want Alandria to get any ideas. Apparently more tea. Alandria alleged. I'm not sure if Alandria actually said this or somebody made this up. But apparently Alandria in an interview, she was like, yeah, I didn't go for Nick fully at first because they were into each other sort of at first. They kept saying that during the end of the show. And I kind of do believe that. I'm not going to lie. Like, they're both attractive people. Come on now. And they did kiss during one of the challenges. Because she was scared that he would, like, be a fetishizer, which I totally get that. I get it. But so far, so good. It doesn't seem like he is. And they do seem like more genuine by the day. They're making, like, TikToks together, I think. Or, like, they're going live together. I think that's what I saw live. And during those lives, they actually did seem like there was chemistry. And I was like, oh, okay. They probably just needed more time. Because at first, it would just be awkward whether or not you like each other. You know, after you get coupled up. So, yeah, they were only together for a short amount of time, but yet they still made it on top. That I can respect. You go. Some people were calling Nick like a man whore. Community. But, okay. Listen. It's Love Island. I'm sorry, it's Love Island. And of course, all those girls will be friends with each other because they're together all the time. Getting around with each other. In the morning for a while because they have to do their makeup, maybe. Or maybe not a while. I don't know how long it takes to do makeup. For everyone, I'm sorry. And etc. They're just around each other the whole day, actually, when they're not on their, like, away from everyone. Talking to potentials. They're, like, in the group with everyone. Talking. Being friends. Like, this is, again, I forgot who said this, but, like, this is not Friendship Island. This is Love Island. I get it. Sisterhood. Cool. Nice. But I don't think girl code should really apply here unless if you're like exclusive already. You're closed off is what they call it. Not like official. Or sometimes they do throw around the word official, but mostly closed off or exclusive. Okay? Because before that, they call it the experimental stage, you know? Like, they're just, like, open to new connections, basically. I mean, that's the point of the show. That's the rules. Sorry, not sorry. Although, remember, I'm not sure if I talked about this, but the challenge, I don't think I talked about this because I was just like kind of over it. I feel like they dragged the drama for too long, in my opinion. Sorry, you're seeing this. Sorry. Huda, like during one of the challenges, they had to like make out with each other's couples. I mean, what connections? I'm just saying connections. I don't know why, but that was a challenge. And then Huda, I think it was Shelly. Huda Oh yeah, with Shelly's man Ace, was making out with him a little too much, and Shelly wasn't liking that because she was like, "Why?" Okay, it did seem kind of bad. I was like, no, me and my mom were both reacting to it at the same time. And I was like, but the challenge is to do it as much as you can as possible. I don't remember if there's like a prize or like a winner appointed after, but like, isn't the point to do it as much as possible? But no, my mom was like, no, but sweetie, look, they're all shocked. And that says something because this is Love Island. They're comfortable doing freaky stuff with each other. And even they're shocked. And I was like, well, of course they're going to act shocked. Shelly looks hurt. I don't want to hurt her feelings. That's annoying for that. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Okay, maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. What else? I don't think I talked about this either. Amaya. Austin. The tall, blonde dude that somehow grew mustache some way through. He, like, oh my god, was dogging on Amaya. Okay? Like, I get it. Maybe you don't want somebody as Amaya. Why stay with Amaya? Why let it drag on so long? But that is when her future man stood up for her. It was so cute. It was so adorable. Oh my god. So lovely. That whole challenge is just like, they just wanted more drama. So they were like, yeah, guys, write down what you want to tell other islanders. Call out. Call out. OMG. How about let's talk this out in a nice way over there? Not in front of everybody in a group. Because some of them were bringing up stuff that they should really just talk about by themselves, not around everybody. Because now you're making it everyone else's problem. And it's just like kind of awkward because it's like, you're gonna get mad at other people, maybe. Maybe. I don't remember. I was on my phone during some of this because like it was so like annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like it when people make like okay, probably projection. I just don't like it when people make some of their problems that really should not be my problem. Like I get like coming to me for advice and stuff like that, but like I don't know. There's been like a couple instances where it was just like, why are you making it my problem? But most of the time, like it's just like coming up to me like for advice and stuff like that, or like other people in our friend group and stuff. Fine, okay. I hope that makes sense. I hope so. Anyways, so then maybe it's a projection because like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then one of my was crying. We made him cry. He's a Trumpy, isn't he? I'm not sure. Like they found out, Love Island fans found out that he was following Trump. Him and I think like, what was her name? The other blonde girl. Not Hannah. The girl I was just saying that should have went home that was blonde. That wasn't Hannah. Iris. No, that was not Iris. It was not Iris. Was it? No, it could have been Iris or Vieira. It was Vieira. Blonde girl that was only there for not that long at all. There's a third blonde in here. I forgot about that. Vieira. I meant Vienna. The girl that unfortunately people were bullying her for her plastic surgery. If you don't know, well, allegedly, I'm not sure, but somebody like leaked a picture of her from her high school yearbook where it seemed like she already was getting some work done, and now she's like 21, 22, and she's just been getting it ever since, and now people are making fun of her. Guys, come on now. I do not condone body shaming. No, bad. But I don't like is the potential that she's a Trumpy. I'm confused with some of the blonde girls, so it's either Vienna or Iris. But some people follow Donald Trump for news, which is like crazy. Follow literally anyone else for news, but okay. And like some of them are like people that fucking hate Trump. They're like the left of the left. So it's just like, what are you doing? You're looking like one of them. Like, I can't fathom that, because then, like, people will start to unfollow you. Your own friends will be like, why are you following him? We're not friends anymore, but then you... I would say, and then you try to explain that they still unfollow. I don't know. Maybe at that point, maybe they're just looking for an excuse to unfriend you then. But anyways, yeah. I really hope it's just for news, but I wouldn't put it past them to actually be into Trump. Like, sometimes Austin, don't get me wrong, he was a fun guy, but sometimes he did give, like, MAGA. I don't know why, but there's always some sort of, like, aura, energy to them that just gives MAGA, which it's like, sometimes it's unsettling. Yeah, but I was, like, kind of hoping, like, no, it's just me. It's just a me problem. I think I'm projecting. But no, when the news came out, I was like, oh, here we go. I'm not sure if this is an official rule, but I think some people were saying how they're not allowed to talk politics in the villa, which I think is insane. Even if you say you're not into politics, girl, you're into politics without you knowing. And politics affects you. It affects everyone, affects everything. I'm sorry. That's literally how the world works. Okay? And it's literally directly connected to your morals. Why would you want to date someone whose morals you don't align with at all? This is so icky. It's icky. What else? Their confessions at the end of the finale, like when they were at the tables and reading to each other, their little speeches. That got me. That was like really adorable. But also at the same time, it's just like, a lot of them were just repeating stuff they've already said to each other before. Maybe they cut out some stuff. I'm hoping that's the case. I feel like they're cutting out some personal stuff. Like, one conversation in the show between Nick and Alandria, like, they were just talking about, like, nothing that had to do with the show, and that was what actually kind of hooked me to the relationship. Because you can actually see, like, they joke about the silly stuff, you know? They talk about real-world things, not just Love Island and their lives outside of Love Island. And it was just, like, really cute to see how they were actually having a normal conversation, not just, yeah, I feel connected to you, this connection, blah, 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 blah. Word salad therapy speak kind of stuff. It's fine, but if that's literally all we're seeing from these people, of course we're gonna have some skewed judgments to actually what's happening in the villa. Okay? Anyways. I don't know, something's just telling me maybe their speeches were longer, but, you know, airtime. What else? There's gonna be a reunion. I'm not sure if the reunion happened already, but, I should watch that. I should watch that. That is a definite. What else? Guys, I'm really sorry, by the way, that I haven't, like, live streamed afterwards, every single episode of Love Island, or during. I generally thought I would, but I don't know. I just, I didn't have it in me. But that's fine, because at least, I'm here now, and I actually want to do it. Big problem if you don't want to do it, dang. Uh-oh, big problem there, but I do. It's just, I sometimes just run out of energy sometimes, okay? Which that's a problem in itself. How to solve that problem, take breaks. And now here we are. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm here now. Because I actually don't feel low energy anymore. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. What else to talk about? Oh, right. When Nick and Lindsay were on their last date during the finale, they were, like, finding fan-made written notes to them in the bottles during their walk. Almost like a scavenger hunt, almost. But it sounded so beautifully written that either they had to go through a million bajillion fan-written notes and then find someone that actually had something poetic to say, or somebody on Love Island wrote all that. Because, like, some of it was just, like, very poetic, and I don't know if the average citizen would have written that, let alone from the USA. So either they finally found some Love Island fan that is a writer, and they poured their heart and soul into those handwritten notes, or they hired a writer. That's the only explanations. While they're reading them, though, they did look a little uncomfortable, especially Landria, but I don't know, maybe I'm just, like, reading them wrong. I don't know. Sometimes, like, especially with Nick, I just can't, like, really read him that well. I can't tell if, like, he's actually, like, enjoying his time with, like, a girl when he's on a date with, or like, just talking to them, like, alone. Or if he's just, like, kind of, like, faking a smile. I really can't tell. I really just can't tell. Which I feel like it's actually just, like, a me problem, because my mom, I feel like my mom was reading him pretty well, but also, like, I don't know, maybe she's not. I don't know at this point. And everyone's opinions online are very much mixed, like me and my mom's. Very much opposing sides. Some on mine, some on hers. So, like, I don't know at this point. Yeah. What should I say? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to try. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's okay. That fucking Cat's Eye ad is in my head. Oh my god. I think I should just leave it. I don't have that much to say, really. Do I? Right, Iris and Pepe. I'm not sure if I believe them either. Because he was looked just, because during the confessionals or, like, the call-out challenge, like, somebody said, like, how Pepe, like, doesn't seem to be over Hannah. And Iris was like, and then it was almost as if she already knew that already. Like, that he could just, like, not be over Hannah enough to, like, be fully into her. And then he was like, listen, like, she's still on my mind, yeah, but she freshly left. And then a bunch of other stuff, but by the, like, telling about how he said the first part, buddy, I don't think you're right here. You need more time to get over Hannah. Iris is strong, I'll tell you that, because tell me why she gets in the island and has Jeremiah, and then which in the midst of the Huda situation, and then Pepe in the midst of the Hannah situation. So it's just like, but I guess I made it out. I'm so tired, my head hurts. I'm not sure what else to say. What if it rains in the villa? It doesn't look like they had a covering. I don't know, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, what if it fucking rains? Do they get sunburned? Do they put on sunblock? It looked like they did. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go now. This is turning horrifying. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think? And yeah, appreciate you guys so much. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Turn post notifications to be notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, bye bye. I love you. Have a good day or night. On your forehead. On your forehead.